Oh my god! Are you kidding? What am I doing? I am just popping off today. Oh my god! Where do we begin, folks? Where do we begin? Well, I guess we'll take it back to the beginning, right? 2007, a young, nerdy Spratt decided to record himself playing Call of Duty multiplayer and post it on the internet, all right? And for some strange reason, a lot of people enjoyed watching that stuff, and I started to get a little bit of a following. So every year since then, there's been a new Call of Duty and a new experience and a new game to get hands-on with and try and master, basically. And we've had some good ones. We've had some bad ones, of course, but there's been some incredible years. Just think Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1 for me, Black Ops 2 as well. Like, those games, of course, were really good for making videos. You built this community on there for sniping and trick shotting and knifing and pub stomping, but just generally, those games were fantastic and they're talked about to this day. That's why there's so many memories and so much nostalgia with those games, because you were fully immersed in the game itself and everything that came with it, right? A lot of you still watching may have joined me through those years, the Black Ops 1 days, the Black Ops 2 days. You know, I was putting out some amazing sniping montages and creating a following and an audience that way, and then we trickled into the live gameplays, you know, and then Black Ops 3 came out and I became obsessed, absolutely obsessed. That game reignited my passion, my love for Call of Duty, for the franchise, because previously what we had, Advanced Warfare and Ghosts, and they were a little shaky for me, but then Black Ops 3 came out and I can't tell you how much I just absolutely love that game. I love the idea of trying to master it and trying to perfect my craft and making some amazing videos, the best I could possibly make, wanting to learn as much as I could about the game and getting fully obsessed with the game itself and everything that came with it. And I truly think that's why it was one of my best years. The game itself provided me with that feeling of never wanting to get off, and that was what I loved about Call of Duty, because you don't really know what you're getting each year, right? You go into it, you're thinking it could be a good year, it could be a bad year, but when you've got a Call of Duty that gives you that sensation of, I just don't want to get off, just one more game, that is when you know you've got a special one, right? A lot of you will have joined me on that year. It was an incredible year for me, and you may have trickled in from Call of Duties after that. A lot of you from Black Ops 4 as well, because that was still an unreal year, even though it didn't really get that much love, right? I think that just shows it doesn't matter how well or poorly a Call of Duty was received off launch, I still put my all into being the best version of myself I could be on that game. Still be as quick and as snappy with the snipes as I could be, still be as entertaining and as quirky and weird as I could within my videos, and I capitalize on that spark that you get every single year, and I'm pretty damn proud of that. I stuck with my roots, you know, what I've known, what I've loved for so many years, in hopes that one day that feeling would return, that love, that desire, that passion for Call of Duty multiplayer would be back in my hands, and I would get that feeling again of just not wanting to get off, just playing one more game and truly become obsessed again with what I have in front of me. But I'll be honest with you, I've been chasing that feeling for probably a few years now with little to no success, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will be in the same boat within Call of Duty. Like, you can't get that feeling back that you once had with this franchise, and that could be for multiple reasons. For me personally, it could be the idea that I've probably achieved more than I ever thought I would with doing this YouTube stuff. I've created some timeless sniping montages on Call of Duties that people know and love for years to come, or I've done some ridiculous stuff live on camera in the live gameplay commentaries and live highlights that you wouldn't believe unless you saw a video of it, or even those unmatched bonds that I created with friends on these older games, just timeless memories that could never be topped. So I probably just peaked in previous Call of Duties. I've done so much and achieved so much on those games that I probably ran out of things that I can do that excite me or give me that passion and that desire again, right? Or it could just be me getting older. You know, I'm 29 now, going on 30. I might not look it, but I'm turning 30 this year, and the idea of playing that same style of gameplay, that Call of Duty multiplayer, that 6v6 experience could have just caught up on me. You know, I've been doing it for 15, 16 years. I've been making videos on it. Have I just got to that point where I'm ready for something different, ready to move on? But I think the main one that will probably hit home with a lot of you watching is the idea that maybe Call of Duty multiplayer just isn't the same anymore. I think we could agree that the last few Call of Duties have had a different direction with what they're going with. This concept of seasonal content, the level caps, you know, the introduction of Warzone, I think that probably created quite a divide within multiplayer and Warzone. I think I expected them to be a bit more intertwined, I guess, in a sense, and I think there's been a big separation there, which has kind of divided the community, so that probably hasn't helped either. As the years have gone on and we've had different Call of Duties and the support is different throughout the year, they obviously have their vision, and I've got to respect that. I'm glad there's just content coming, but I think with the Modern Warfare 2 Season 2 roadmap that just dropped, I think that probably shows where we are heading, right? And even though I'm a positive guy, you guys know me, every time a new Call of Duty comes out, I'm as positive and as glass half full as I can be, and as the year goes on, I just get that same feeling again of it's just not the same anymore. I just don't have that excitement, that passion for it that I once had, and I think it's time to call it a day. So that's what I'm making this video for. I'm sad to announce that I'm officially going to be done with Call of Duty multiplayer. I will be no longer creating content within this area of Call of Duty. I'm looking to branch out a little bit, probably focus within Resurgence and Warzone and stuff like that, because I still love Call of Duty as a whole, but the multiplayer side, I've given it too many chances over the past few years, and I just can't get that feeling back. I can't get that excitement that I once had, and I don't want to be making videos just to make videos for you. I don't want to go back to the old games all the time and try get that nostalgia flowing. I'm looking to sink my teeth into something new, get excited about something again, learn about something. You know, with the release of Resurgence coming with Season 2, we got a brand new map, and it was something that I never really focused on with Warzone 1 was Resurgence, and you guys were saying, James, it's kind of a combination between Warzone and multiplayer, you'll love it. And this time I thought, you know what, screw it, I'm going to go for it. I know snipers at the moment I'm making this video have not been announced whether they're becoming a one-shot headshot. I've got my fingers crossed that snipers will have that specific range again where it is a one-shot headshot like they did at the end of Warzone 1. So if that's the case, I will be consumed by that. I think what I'm trying to say is there's stuff to explore there. There's got to be, I think, a lot more support on that side of Call of Duty within Warzone compared to multiplayer. And like I said, I've given so much hope that that feeling and that excitement will be back so I can make the best videos I can for you, but I don't want to force anything. I don't want to fake excitement. I want to genuinely be happy with what I'm creating, and it's sad to say that I've just not had that feeling for some time now. So I'm sorry to all those who have been on this journey with me for Call of Duty multiplayer from the beginning. I know I've dabbled with different things and different games at the start, but for the majority of this cycle, this journey that I've had, it's been Call of Duty multiplayer every single day, sniping content, you know the drill, and I've put out some absolute bangers, and I'm so proud of what I've achieved. And it is scary to say goodbye to that chapter because it's all I've known for so many years, and I know I'm not far from home with Resurgence and with Warzone and stuff, and who knows where that's going to go. It might flop, it might be terrible, and I might be just sat here twiddling my thumbs thinking, what have I done? But at the end of the day, there's nothing left for me to do within Call of Duty multiplayer, and I'm aware of that, and I want to end it on a high. So speaking of a high, I will be putting out one final montage, which I'm excited about. I have not made a sniping montage or a montage at all in probably 3-4 years. I think it was the back end of Black Ops 4, so we're talking 3.5 years. But I have to do it, all right? I did a video the other day where I played every single Call of Duty, or I tried to play every single Call of Duty, and that was made with this video in mind. Just have that one video that you guys can go back on and look at me play different Call of Duties that you may have watched me play in previous years, just to trigger some nostalgia and some memories. And then I think on Sunday night, I'm going to be dropping one final montage. It's Spratt style. The goosebumps will be there, don't you worry. And it's just going to be my best clips from every Call of Duty since Black Ops 4, right? So we got Modern Warfare 2019, Cold War, Vanguard, and of course, Modern Warfare 2. It's got to be a nice farewell. It's going to be the end of an era. And wow, we've done a lot. So like I said, not far from home with Resurgence and Warzone and stuff, but I just need to officially say goodbye. And I just want to thank everybody who's watched me. Whatever year you've joined me, whatever Call of Duty you joined me on, thank you so much for watching. This could be a goodbye to many of you. You might not want to watch me anymore without multiplayer on the screen while I'm being goofy in the corner. But that's okay. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. But for those who are sticking around to see what I do next, whether I'm focused on Warzone or Resurgence, or I dabble with new shooters or new games that come out in the future, it's going to be an honor to have you there. There'll be live streams, there'll be content, there'll be videos, and I'll just be having some fun with it now. It's got to a point where it doesn't matter to me. I just want to experience something new and something fresh, and it'll be a pleasure if you join me for the ride. So please subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss the live streams, because I will be streaming here on YouTube and any future videos that come your way. It's a sad day to be saying goodbye to the Call of Duty multiplayer experience, but I've achieved so much and I would not change it for the world. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you around.
Dude, I saw a pigeon one time and I looked at it and I smiled.
No way.
Stop. No, it didn't. You made that up. You made that up.
No, dude, I swear to God, I'm not even lying.
It smiled?
No, What? Spratt, what are you...
I thought you said you looked at a pigeon once and it smiled. Pigeons do smile.
Top of the bed, I'm sure that's high enough. I'm high enough.
How? How's he got that one? Oh, you didn't hold.
He can't get me. He can't get up. Get up. Yeah. He can't get me. I'm at the other side of the bed. You just don't.